We were a legion that was built to prevent pain, suffering, and fear. The power is in your hands. But know this, we will always be watching.
Well, it's 2018, and regardless of what people continue to think, it's still no measure of good health to be considered well-adjusted to a profoundly sick society. If you enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with everybody you know.
When I was a kid, there are a couple times I remember sneaking down to the basement, looking around to make sure nobody was there, and grabbing that delicious looking bag of kibbles and bits. Don't shrug your shoulders and shake your head. You know you've done it too. Old Fritz, our faithful Heinz 57 mutt, made that stuff look so good as you crunched away at those tasty morsels. And honestly, it wasn't half bad. But never did it occur to me to spray Mom's final net down my throat or turn up a box of laundry detergent. My 5-year-old mind figured, hey, if kibbles and bits was good enough for old Fritz, and he seems to be thriving, what could it possibly hurt if I stuffed some tasty kibbles into my mouth? But days of normalcy and innocent, harmless experimentation seem to be over. We're in the social media age now. And look out, buddy, because we got to do some crazy shit now if we want to get some crazy views. Amid all the actually legitimately concerning crap going on in the world, people are now vaping Tide Pods. I know you've heard about it. People are smoking, eating, and maybe one day they'll be snorting, there's an idea for you, a highly toxic substance that is designed to remove the crappy skid marks out of the tidy whities that had to survive and be revived after a brutal round of Hershey squirts. The US military just paid $642 million to corporate welfare whore Raytheon to conduct a missile test. The Trump administration has signaled its intent to occupy Syria indefinitely. Civilians are dying by the thousands. The latest Fed chair appointee is an establishment banker who has long advocated raising the national debt. The banks were just given a free pass again, and Congress just approved an extension of warrantless surveillance in a rare show of bipartisanship. But we're way too busy to worry about any of that. Dumbed down Americans and other attention whores would rather eat Tide Pods to increase their interaction ratio on social media. And YouTube is taking down Tide Pod challenge videos in an effort to slow the trend. So what's next? Locking laundry detergent behind counters next to cigarettes? If there's anything to this natural selection thing, maybe we should just leave things be and let the attrition of stupidity claim its rightful place in the food chain. The problem is so severe that mainstream media outlets are having to break off chunks of time normally allotted to sowing societal division and fear-mongering the public about nuclear war and terrorism to advise people that they should not ingest toxic chemicals produced by a massive global conglomerate that spends millions of dollars lobbying the government.
Now, there's a warning you wouldn't think anyone older than a child would need, but it turns out parents can't just worry about their toddlers eating detergent pods. They need to worry about their teens, too.
All this time, the McResistance thought Trump and nuclear war would be the death of us all. But no, it's freaking Tide Pods. We don't need eugenics, just make more laundry detergent. And we thought fidget spinners and people pouring buckets of ice water in their heads was a silly distraction. The president continues to build the ever-expanding military-industrial complex, but people are too busy eating laundry soap to even care. In Yemen, 130 children starve to death every single day because of a US-backed siege. And what are American kids doing? They're over here acting like doped up attention addicts, eating laundry detergent so that someone else will like them for their newfound foolishness. Maybe people were too busy watching Tide Pod challenge videos to push the right ballistic missile threat inbound button in Hawaii. The tiki torch carrying whites are raging. The pussy hat wearing liberals are gearing up to throw another tantrum in the streets. American police have already killed 62 people so far this year, and all the while, America's youth are dabbing a household cleaner. Bats and antelope are dropping dead in heat waves, windstorms are blowing people down in the streets, and bomb cyclones are apparently a thing. Places are getting so cold that thermometers are literally breaking. fires, floods, and ice are wreaking havoc throughout America, but by all means, let's talk about Tide Pods and the deliberate ingestion of poison on camera. If our apathetic youth would rather sell themselves out for some cheap dopamine hit provided by meaningless social media likes, and so-called politically engaged people would rather feign outrage over shithole words instead of shithole authoritarian actions, maybe it's high time we start booking those flights to Mars. Today's featured shirts are Government, the Ultimate Crime Syndicate, Voting, the Suggestion Box of Slaves, and Sheepvolution. Your purchase helps support more content on my demonetized, advertiser-unfriendly channel. I'm adding more shirt designs weekly, so check back often. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up, and share it with everybody you know. I'll see you guys in the next video.